Hey, what up everybody? It's your boy Matthew Maley from MatthewMaley.com. It is the first Friday of 2011, so it's once again time for my weekly DVD review. I hope 2011 is starting off great for everybody. Hope you're out there making all those changes and your New Year's resolutions coming true. But wanted to definitely start this year off with a bang and review one of my favorite movies from 2010. It falls in right there at either second or third. Everybody knows my first favorite movie is Inception. I reviewed that recently, as well as The Town, which is number 2 or number 3, depending on where I put this one. But this week, if you haven't figured out from my past movies, is the action flick Machete. It stars Danny Trejo. Also along with it is Jessica Alba, Michelle Rodriguez. Robert De Niro has a great part in it. And the person, in my opinion, who stole the movie, if it's not for anything more than the final fight scene, is Steven Seagal. And that's something funny for me to say because I've grown up in an era where Steven Seagal and Jean-Claude Van Damme are pretty much, you know, just fake movie stars. They're the butt of jokes rather than actually good actors. But Steven Seagal in this movie is amazing. If it was directed by Robert Rodriguez, and it actually, kind of a cool trivia of it, if you watch his and Quentin Tarantino's double feature, Grindhouse, it's actually one of the previews in the beginning of the movie that they show. One of the fake previews is Machete. At that point, they weren't planning on making a real movie out of it, but there was so much fan uproar about it and so many people that were interested in it, they ended up turning it into a whole project. So it's kind of a cool, kind of a cool story, and it really does show that a lot of these directors, the Quentin Tarantinos, the Robert Rodriguez's, really do listen to their fans, and really do want to please their fans. So before I go any further, I gotta put a little caution, alert, asterisk in it. If you're somebody who doesn't like extreme, bloody, gratuitous violence, tons and tons of death, a lot of very, very raunchy sexual situations, and non-stop obscene language for an hour and a half, 2 hours of a movie, please do not see this movie. It is one of the most over-the-top movies I've ever seen by design, and has some of the most absurd violence I have ever witnessed on screen. There are some things in it that I didn't think were possible, to be quite honest. So either Robert Rodriguez has a real messed up mind like yours truly, or I don't know, but it definitely pushes some limits. But anyway, just wanted to put that out there. I don't want to traumatize anybody, any of my viewers, because you listened to me and went and checked it out. But it follows the story of Danny Trejo, who is set up for a murder that he does not commit, and then tries to exact revenge on his betrayers, if you will. It is the essence of a Mexi-exploitation film. If you're not familiar with these exploitation type of films, they really were prevalent back in the 70s with black exploitation films, which really just hit on every stereotype possible. And one that's really well done in terms of that for black exploitation is Black Dynamite, which very well might be next Friday's review, so we'll get into that more. But literally, it's one of the only Mexi-exploitation films I've ever seen, and if all the rest of them are like this, I'm going to be an avid viewer. But anyway, it follows the course of Machete as he tries to exact revenge, and he comes across both a border agent in Jessica Alba and a kind of like the legendary Che Guevara. She's actually even called She, played by Michelle Rodriguez, a one-eyed Michelle Rodriguez at one point. But it's a very well done movie. I don't know if there's been a movie in recent memory that I've laughed about as much as this one. Robert De Niro's part as a racist politician is really funny, and Steven Seagal as the boss is amazing. Also, if you're a fan of Lost, the airplane pilot in Lost, Lapidus, he also has a role, and it's actually a pretty prevalent part. He sadly just didn't get any billing because you had so many other stars in it. Oh, I totally forgot, I'm sorry. It also stars Cheech Marin, who he plays, I mean, it's also a bit part, but his little 10, 15 minutes of the movie are very well done. Same thing, which I was amazed by, is there's a extended cameo, really, by Lindsay Lohan, which I've never been a fan of Lindsay Lohan since Parent Trap. I think that was her first and only good movie. But she does pretty good in it, to be quite honest. I was pretty impressed. But anyway, go check out Machete. I got the Blu-ray edition, which also comes with a digital copy, which I like. They've been doing that a lot, so I don't have to download any program on my Apple to burn it and, you know, rip it and throw it onto my iTunes, so I can automatically do that. But anyway, definitely check it out. Big shout out to Robert Rodriguez. You did it with this one, man. I've always been a fan of your movies, but this takes the cake, bar none. I know that him and Quentin Tarantino have a little friendly rivalry when it comes to movies. And all I can say is, Quentin, you've been outdone. As good as Kill Bill was, you've been outdone. So check it out. Machete, starring Danny Trejo, who, awesome guy. You know, as I said, he's a very, very recognizable face. He's pretty much been in every single, you know, stereotypical role for a Hispanic movie. But he's actually a really solid actor. It's funny, he's the star of a movie, and I think if you go back and count the words that he even says, he probably says under 200 words in the entire movie. But his presence is very commanding, and I gotta go find me a Machete as big as the one that he's got in here. It's epic. But anyway, wanted to do my weekly movie review for the first Friday of 2011, and hopefully this will start it off with a bang. So, thanks again for checking out my reviews. Thanks for checking out MatthewMaley.com. I really appreciate all the support, all the fans, all the followers on Twitter, on Facebook, all that. So thank you all very, very much. Much appreciated. And make 2011 the best year yet. I know I'm going to try my damnedest to do the same thing. So see you guys soon. Stay up. Peace.